2024 has just begun and is already shaping up to be a big year, especially in politics. Our LV Hissam talked to Associate Professor of Political Science at Marietta College, Michael Crum, to see what voters should expect and be on the lookout for.
With 2024 being a major election year, Associate Professor of Political Sciences at Marietta College, Michael Crum, says that there are a few things for voters to look out for and be aware of as we begin the season of caucuses and primaries. Crum says that in an election like this, that everything will come down to very close margins and a handful of states. Crum says that states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin have, quote, razor thin, unquote, margins, which could turn the tide in favor of one side or another.
It's just going to be a question of who manages to eke out, 10,000, 20,000, votes more than the other person. And so I think looking at those battleground states, thinking about exactly, how things seem to be going there, what the forces are in those states. There's the old adage that all politics is local, and that's true and not true, especially now. But in some ways, particularly in thinking about how the Electoral College is going to play out, that it's very true, because that's what's going to define who wins and loses.
According to Crum, an election year like this comes with a significant amount at stake, with different sides having different visions for the direction of the country. He says that these views on what voters want in terms of America can be seen on both sides of the aisle.
Thinking about what you want in terms of America's role in the wider world. There's one view that's coming obviously from President Biden that says America should have a fairly strong and forceful presence in the world, and then you have the vision coming from former President Trump, which says that America should be more focused on issues at home.
Crum says that along with this, culture war issues involving immigration and abortion, along with various foreign policies involving the conflicts in Israel and Ukraine and brewing political conflicts in China, have a possibility of making an appearance alongside budgetary issues.
And there's issues in terms of the budget. What should the budget look like? How is that all going to play out? It's going to be front and center, of course, because whether we have a shutdown or not, there's going to be a massive battle in Congress, and that in itself is going to shape the upcoming. It's going to be happening at the same time as the primaries, so it can't help but be part of that conversation as well.
Crum left off by giving his take on the importance of voters remaining invested and well-informed throughout the election process.
People should be invested, obviously, partially for the stakes, but then also because, if we think of ourselves as being in a democratic republic, we should want to be involved and want to, be engaged.
LV Hissam, WTAP News, Marietta.